Edward the Blue Engine was the first character to be created by the Reverend Wilward Awdry for the Railway series. As the backbone of one of the best children's book series from the UK, there is no doubt that Edward deserves a high amount of respect from the fans. Unfortunately, Mattel doesn't know how to give him that kind of respect. But there are other ways we can. I think a fine example of merchandising for Edward is none other than the Bachmann HO model, and after acquiring one recently, it's time I do a review on this wise old engine. Like all the Bachmann HO Thomas & Friends models, when you get Edward, he will come in the plastic blister packaging. I've already covered tricks on how to open this type of packaging in earlier reviews, but what I would like to add this time around is that considering Bachmann doesn't use this type of packaging for the G-Scale, HO narrow gauge, and N-Scale models, I wonder if this type of packaging will be phased out at some point in the future. Fingers crossed, as I'm sure a lot of collectors would really appreciate that. The thing that truly made me interested in this model would definitely have to be the fact that it is arguably one of the best models in the Bachmann Thomas & Friends range. It has the correct shade of blue, perfect proportions to the TV series model, and even though the face isn't quite exact to the model Edward, it definitely looks the part, unlike earlier faces in the range. And even if you personally don't like the face the model comes with, you can always customize via Shapeways, and no, this review was not sponsored by them. I should note that the lamps you see on this model aren't included. They were a custom addition to the model as I acquired it second hand, but more on that later. One thing I will mention though is the fact that there's been some debate about the floppy pilot wheels Edward has, as any owner of this model would know that when it's not on track, it flops around everywhere. I don't have too much of an issue with this since it won't do that when it is on the track, and it must be remembered that these are technically toys meant for younger kids, even if there are a lot of Thomas fans that collect them. In the end, however, it is a stunning model, and probably one of the best pieces of Edward merchandise you can get as far as aesthetics go. While the Bachmann Edward's aesthetic is near perfect, I'm sorry to say that if you're looking for a fast model that can pull big loads, you're probably going to be disappointed with Edward. He's silent and doesn't make that much noise, which is good, but he doesn't go too fast, and he seems to struggle even with only a few vans on a grade. I wouldn't let this discourage you though. A fan of the show might not mind this, as Edward has been established to be an older engine that can't do as much as a more modern locomotive can. Laughable by a modeler who wants their engines to pull everything plus the kitchen sink, but just right for a fan of the character himself. The Bachmann Edward's current MSRP as of 2021 is a whopping $165. I have no words. This is a fantastic model, yes, but it is not worth $165, especially since it's not even DCC ready. I still don't know why Bachmann keeps increasing the prices for these models every year. It's not like they're broke. The Thomas & Friends range makes them more dough than any of their other products. I was luckily able to acquire this model secondhand for $60. I'd like to give a special thanks to his previous owner, Meganico Express, for selling me this model. I don't know what I would have done without your parts. As for anyone else who doesn't have this model yet, please remember to look for this model at stores that lower the retail prices. If you pay $165, you're practically throwing your money away. I think I'm going to give the Bachmann Edward a 9 out of 10. It may not be the best performer, but the incredible accuracy to the franchise's first ever character more than makes up for it. If you want a model of Edward to go with your model train collection, definitely get the Bachmann one. Don't bother with the lousy Hornby model. The Bachmann Edward beats it at almost everything. And just like Edward himself did in the series, this model may act like an old-fashioned engine, but it might just surprise you.